Hey everyone, what's up? Snoomatar here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. It's a video which I know you've pretty much been waiting patiently for. Sorry for the delays in this video, but I am finally going to be able to talk about it here, and that is Creative 2.0, as it recently came out about a week ago as this video recording. But by the time you actually see this video, it's actually going to go up, I believe, a week after it came out. So yeah, please keep that in mind, people. But wow, I am absolutely happy to be talking about this here, and I'm glad you all wanted me to make this video. So I don't know where to start. I'm going to be basically all over the place here because there's a lot to really talk about here with Creative 2.0, or in this case, it's Unreal Editor for Fortnite. So that's what it's technically called, but I'm just going to call it Creative 2.0 for the purposes for this video. So I don't know where to begin. Like, there is so much good stuff to talk about here. However, there are some really interesting rule sets that they made in because they are literally taking this really seriously, which honestly I think is a good thing. I'll just rip the band off and say this here. I think this is probably one of the best things to happen to Fortnite in a very long time, and I'm being serious when I'm saying that. I think that with the introduction of Creative 2.0, which it's been a long time in the making, I really feel like this is going to skyrocket the game into popularity again. And that's just me being honest here, because the amount of stuff you can actually do with this is insane. I'm gonna show a few examples of some of the maps which I've actually checked out. One of the first maps I actually checked out was Deserted Domination, which is essentially a it's kind of like Call of Duty in a way. It's kind of like the game mode Domination, and it has like its own little voice lines, it has its own little like created class system, as you're seeing a little bit of the gameplay here. It's really cool, and also like the graininess is also awesome. It's very fun. This is a really fun game mode. I will throw the map code on screen if you want to go check it out. But the other ones, which I might as well just talk about right here because the title is not clickbait. The Chapter 1 map has basically been reimagined into the game from Creative 2.0. There are two of them which I have seen. There's Reboot Royale, and the one I'm going to be showing on screen here is from Atlas. This is Atlas OG Battle Royale. It looks absolutely phenomenal. Like, they did a freaking great job with it, and just the amount of details that they did in this, like, wow, it looks awesome. And I can't believe that we actually can technically play on the Chapter 1 map again, but not really. It's really cool, and I cannot wait to see what these people can do with this map going forward, because a lot of the updates that they've been doing throughout this, not even a week by the way, have been really good changes. So I am very excited to see where this goes, and there's so many other maps that I can talk about here. Like, there's so many creative maps on here that are just really good. And again, props to the teams who have made these because they are really cool. But I wanted to talk about this here because we've gotten a lot more information since the reveal and this whole entire thing went live, and it has to do with Battle Royale Islands. So Epic is basically allowing the original Chapter 1 map to basically be remade, but you can't do like Chapter 2 or Chapter 3, more or less the areas in which have properties that they've done partnerships with, or in this case, collaboration ones. So if you wanted to make a map, let's say like Chapter 2 Season 4, if you wanted to remake that map, well, you basically can't because of that reasoning, which is totally fine. I can actually understand that completely, because Epic would probably get sued over that, which I wouldn't be surprised. But like, if that was to actually happen, due to the fact with the massive amount of bullshit clickbait maps that have really awful thumbnails in the Discovery tab, which have not even been fixed or even addressed by Epic, which is really weird. And I'm honestly kind of scared for the maps in here to actually get abused by people like this, because like, I don't know how to really go about that, because like, I don't make creative maps. I really don't. I don't know a lot of stuff behind this stuff, but I can tell you that people are going to try and abuse this system to try and make profits off of it in some way, shape, or form. That's what was happening with Creative originally with the device that they had, to where there was maps that you were basically forced to use it by just going into it, which is really freaking embarrassing, and those people should honestly get banned from Fortnite and should have their codes removed entirely. It's really sad that that actually has to happen, but from what I have seen, apparently people who make maps on like if they remake the Chapter 1 map, they can't make any money off it, which I think is fine, because I don't think that people really want to make money off it. I think the people who are the teams behind these maps want to just give players a really great experience, and I think that is really good. Players over money, I think, is a great thing. But I do know that for people who don't make those maps and make like legitimate maps, I believe it's it's a 40% revenue split with Epic. I could be wrong about that. I don't know entirely, but I'm pretty sure that is the actual ad revenue split, which is really big for content creators and just, you know, teams who work on maps that have a bunch of details in Creative 2.0. And especially with all the assets and things like that they can actually get, you know, they have access to now is crazy. Just the endless amount of possibilities with this that you can do with this is insane. I will have to say there is some things that I really wanted to talk about here. One of them is copyright, as I talked about a little bit earlier, that you can't really do certain maps on there, you know, chapter 2, chapter 3 maps because Epic and copyright stuff, but they are allowing chapter 1 maps, so I guess there's that. But here's the thing, when it comes to copyright stuff, they're actually kind of taking the same boat as another game, which actually kind of has a similar system to this, but not really, and that's Roblox. Roblox had a bunch of really bad copyrighted stuff like all throughout the game. I remember playing a lot of their maps in there when I was little, not really little, when I was in school, things like that. I actually used to hop on for the memes. Yes, I was a meme player on Roblox, and I used to play some of these really fun maps which actually had a lot of copyright stuff to them, but they were really fun. You can't play those maps anymore because they got removed due to copyright, and I can see why Epic is actually doing that, because they don't want to go down the path that Roblox did. So I can completely understand that point of aspect entirely. However, I have seen memes, a lot of really good memes on Twitter and just on YouTube of people just putting like the funniest assets in there. Like I've seen one with like Five Nights at Freddy's. I even seen one with like Shrek doing like really funny dances. There's so many really funny things you can do with it. But again, I can understand why Epic is going in that approach to be like, hey, you can't really use some of these certain assets in here, or you can use them, but just don't publish them entirely because you could actually get your map deleted, or you could get banned due to copyright, which I think is fine. But yeah, I am just very excited to see where this goes in the future. I am just very happy with how this turned out, and yeah, there's really not much else to say about it. Like, props to Epic, like hats off to them for what they've did here, because you basically just revived the game once again. Like it's great to be a Fortnite player right now. We got the new season, and now you got this to, you know, to go off of now, which is just awesome. I will say it is only available on PC, which honestly, again, I can actually understand why it's on PC, because why the hell would it be on console? I'm just saying. And also, I will also say I do think that they should consider making the memory more than 100,000. I'm just gonna say that, because a lot of the maps that have been made have had to remove assets due to that just having a memory cap, which is really dumb. But I would love to know down below in the comment section, what are your thoughts on Creative 2.0? Are you excited for it to finally be here? What are your thoughts on it overall during the first week? I would love to know. Thank you all so much for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel if you are brand new. Turn notification bells so you don't miss any more new videos from me, as I do upload weekly. Drop a like on the video if you did happen to enjoy this video. Also have a Twitter that's @SnoopMitch on Twitter if you want to go follow me. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you, and remember everyone, it's always good to take chances.